What up, niggas? We back, cuz. You know what I'm saying? We back, cuz. Damn. Wrong button. Anyway, man, it shouldn't matter. We back though, boy. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into this King Von's most disrespectful moments. King Von was really disrespectful nigga, so this shit probably gonna get ugly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This shit might get bad. You never know.
These are King Von's most disrespectful moments. And first up, we gotta talk about Von disrespecting FBG Wooski. Because back in the day,
Oh my
Wooski
God.
was walking on
torturing
King
this
Drive,
nigga, bro.
his ops territory, and some O-Block members were standing outside. Police were also nearby, so nobody wanted to let off shots since they automatically would have got booked. So instead of doing that, King Von and Wooski walked up to each other and started hands. Other O-Block members jumped in since they wanted to do Wooski bad. And things got so bad that the police eventually had to go over there and break everything up. And a few years after all of this, Von talked about it on his Instagram Live when a troll mentioned Wooski's name.
This say she love Wooski. We don't even know no more Wooski. It's slow. Hey, Wooski ain't tell y'all ass one day. He ain't tell y'all that. He too dumb to remember. I would punch up.
But Wooski said
damn,
differently in
man.
an interview with Cam Capone News because he claims he was doing Von bad in the fight.
Standing right there, and the police just pulled up, and they thought they was just gonna stand right there. We got the whooping their.
After the interview hit the net, many O-Block members said
We'll
Wooski
never know
was
what really
capping
happened.
and didn't beat Von up. Shoebox Baby said only guys that got touched up bad that day. Another member said that Wooski threw a brick in the fight. But that ain't the only time Von disrespected Wooski since him back
See,
again.
bro, but like we ain't never gonna know because Von ain't here to tell the tale no more. And of course, O-Block gonna defend King Von, nigga. That's their goat right there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We'll never know. But shit.
He raps. Bet Wooski feel this one. I bet Wooski still twitching. He changed. Something different.
Bro, I
Here,
remember when
he
that
was
came
making
out,
fun
boy,
of Wooski.
my ass straight. He said, what? Boy, that shit, boy, I ain't like, when I heard that, I said, oh, this nigga just don't give a fuck about life, bro. This nigga don't give a fuck about life.
Over a dark incident that had happened to him. Because on the day before Dooski's funeral, O-Block members were seen FaceTiming Wooski and letting him know they had a surprise for him. So the day of Dooski the Man's funeral was tense, since everyone knew that something could happen at any moment. And it turned out to be true, because when Wooski stepped outside during the funeral to smoke a cigarette, 4 men in hoodies ran up and sprayed the church up. Wooski was hit in the head, and 5 other people leaving the building after the service were also hit.
This afternoon, there were.
But that's so crazy. You on IG Live or on IG with some niggas, and they tell your ass on IG at that very moment, we got a surprise for your ass tomorrow on the day of your dog or your brother's funeral. And you go to that funeral, and your surprise is you getting head tapped. Boy, it hit different. Boy, man, that's a scary sight right there. See, me personally, I think a lot of motherfuckers be capped, but I don't put nothing past nobody. I ain't finna be, man, I wouldn't have been outside, but I kept my ass in that damn funeral home. Boy, I would have not been outside. You tripping.
Total of 6 people who were shot outside the church. It was a pandemonium.
I'd have been in the
Pandemonium
church.
right after that happened.
Thankfully, no one
The whole
died
time.
in this situation. And even though Wooski
got
survived the
close.
shooting, the injury was so bad, he had no choice but to leave the streets alone for a little while. But Von didn't care and continued dissing Wooski on social
already
media,
know.
saying the shooting changed him into a, and that Wooski didn't want to diss him anymore.
Super gangster cause he ugly. I shot in his head, so now he's stupid, slow. They think that's savage. Man, don't nobody get shot in the head. That's goofy.
But if you thought Von disrespected Wooski,
Don't nobody get shot in the head. That's goofy. But this Chicago nigga something different though. But like that's why, but yeah, this shit ain't safe, nigga. Cause look, now look at Vine, bro. He ain't here no more, bro. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. And you think he would say getting killed is goofy? He probably would. But shit. You ain't hear that from me though.
a lot. What he did to Tuka was way worse because he dissed him in multiple songs.
Bro, he probably still
Since
dissing
in the
Tuka to this
song
day.
with Slim Santana, he says, "Caught that boy right by that bus. This is last stop." But Vine could
Crazy
also be
word.
referring to Lil Mark, who was Tuka's brother, because 2 years after what happened to Tuka, something similar happened to Lil Mark, because on March 28th, 2014, Lil Mark was shot at a bus stop on the south side of Chicago. And one witness said that a man pulled up and opened fire. And after shooting Lil Mark, he fled away in a minute.
See, this is the difference between me and these niggas. if my brother get killed at a bus stop, I ain't never going to no bus stop ever again. I'm gonna make sure I got me a V that I can drive. I am not gonna get caught lacking at no bus stop. I'm not getting on no damn bus. But you is tripping. I'd rather just walk. I'm not finna stand still waiting on a bus for niggas to ride around the block until they see me and then open file. I'm just standing there not paying attention. You crazy as hell.
Minivan. Police later found the van burning in flames, but Vine also threw shots at Tuka in
That was
another
on
song,
point.
saying, "Tuka in my lung." I say that every time, because he got smoked. But it doesn't stop there, because there are even a ton of clips of Vine trolling and dissing Tuka online, like these.
You shot Tuka? Say Tuka, man. Shoot him again. Shoot him in his head.
So look, my question for the day is, what is your message to your first buddy?
Tuka, let me get it now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Tuka.
Yeah.
And all of the disrespect.
You're not even from Chicago, bro. Millie, what are you talking about, gang? You ain't even from Chicago, man. See, that's why motherfuckers be having beef with everybody, because you ain't even got no business saying that, you know what I mean? You ain't even had to say that, cuz.
Made people wonder why Vine hated Tuka so much. And after dissing him so much, Tuka became a meme on the internet and got to the point where Tuka's mother spoke on the situation, saying she wanted people to stop disrespecting her son.
When you hear people say they're smoking on your son, Tuka.
Oh, it makes me upset because, I mean, where do the level of disrespect stop?
Now, let's move on.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I've always wondered, like, what did bro do to these niggas to where they just keep dissing him and dissing him and diss? Like, he the main nigga to get dissed. Like, this little boy must have been a problem for y'all niggas. This nigga must have been terrorizing the O Block, boy. He must have been terrorizing King Drive, cuz what are you talking about? The way they diss this nigga, boy, this nigga must have been dropping bombs on these niggas or something. I don't know, cuz. Yeah, I don't know.
On to the time King Vine disrespected Lil J, because recently clips have been getting leaked of King Vine and some of his ops in Cook County Jail. And one clip went viral where Vine asked the guards to move him into protective custody. Many people say he was doing this since he didn't want to be on the same deck as Lil J, since Vine told the guards that Lil J is very sus. And at first, not a lot of people believed Vine, since Lil J would always deny the rumors.
Messing
I would
with
hope
a guy. Let's clear the air on that too. That's like the number one thing people want to talk about.
When I heard it was the most goofy that I ever heard in my life. And I knew it had to come from somebody goofy or something. Never played my name like that, man.
But the truth came out once a clip leaked of Lil J letting a guy sit in his lap and kiss him.
Boston Richie Jr. all over again. Well, this is before Boston Richie, but man, oh man, oh man. I see where y'all niggas be getting y'all inspiration from. You probably, Boston Richie probably seen this shit, thought it was cool, probably thought he would go with the little side swing sideways and shit, you know what I mean? Bruh, God, man, what be wrong with y'all niggas, bruh? I know that nigga heart dropped to his ass whenever he seen this shit get posted on the internet, boy. Boy, ain't no way. And that is crazy work, bro.
In his lap and kiss him.
That is crazy work. If this what jail do to a nigga, I don't never want to go to jail. I don't want no nigga sitting where my meat stay. You know what I mean? I don't want no nigga that look like a girl but they got them damn pigtails and shit. I don't know. Hell no, bro.
And after this clip hit the net, many people said King Vine was right this whole time.
Hell yeah.
And even some of Lil J's own gang members were clowning him after seeing that clip.
Let me see you juke. That boy having a juke party on the whole in the Cook County.
Nigga said my boy gay.
That means that you'll take that anybody, given the time and the place. You the booty man.
Booty man, bro.
That's the booty man.
You the booty man.
And like, the way he grabbed that man, that like he needed booty more than life itself, gang.
Then, speaking of those jail clips, it's
stupid.
also another incident that got leaked where King Vine got very disrespectful with one of his ops in jail because all of the inmates were in the holding cell.
Oh, I've seen this
While in the
before. This is
cell,
crazy.
King Vine spotted his op, 051 Freaky. So he slipped out of handcuffs, went over to the corner, and started whooping Freaky since he had a tattoo saying F L.A. Capone. But it didn't last long.
See, but that's why I don't understand. Why do you a grown ass man, you got fucking other grown man tattooed on your arm? Why, bro? Like, what? Why? Like, what? You should have seen some shit like this happening to you, bro. I understand you probably didn't expect a nigga to get out his cuffs and beat your ass in the holding cell, Cause I wouldn't expect that neither. But like, come on, bro. To be honest, I would expect anything to be possible, especially when it's the jail that they be throwing Glide Dookies and shit in. They be cooking them Glide Dookies and hitting your ass. They got bomb Dookies, Glide Dookies, nuke Dookies, all type of shit. But I would put nothing past no nigga in here. You crazy as hell for getting that tattoo, bro. Just leave it alone.
Since the police broke everything up and put Von back into handcuffs. Now let's move on to when King Von straight up disrespected K.I. Since in exposing me, he raps, "I swear I killed her, broke her back." King Von refers to K.I., a feared Chirac assassin and member of STL, and she was highly respected among her gang members and almost feared by all the ops, except for King Von. Because in 2012, King Von and Chicago gang member K.I. were in some serious beef, and they wanted to get to each other badly. And the day would finally come on September 25th, 2012, because K.I. had caught the train to go somewhere. And while on the train, she spotted King Von, one of her main ops. And the time they saw each other, things were on sight. Von punched K.I. in the face multiple times and did her very bad. And a few hours later, once Von got home, he went to Twitter and explained how things went down. Because he made a tweet saying, "Op dyke get whooped on the train lacking. Think about it." K.I. acknowledged what happened with a tweet and said, "My arm up my ear, and I got a bruise on my face." K.I. followed that tweet and said, "Ain't got but a bruise on my face, but ain't tripping that 40 cal, put a hole in that opper's face." But things ain't in there, since on April 11th, 2000.
That 40 cal gonna do what? Miss Ma'am, that 40 cal gonna do what to who? Look, keep that 40 cal away from me. You understand me? Don't put no hole in my face. I ain't trying to go out like that, bro. You got it, gang.
My arm up my ear, and I got a bruise on my face. K.I. followed that tweet and said, "Ain't got but a bruise on my face, but ain't tripping that 40 cal, put a hole in that opper's face."
Man,
but things ain't in there, since on April 11th, 2014, K.I. was going to one of her friends' houses for a birthday party around 3:30 p.m. when Von and Big A, another O Block member, caught her lacking and started firing. She died on the scene at just 17 years old. Back in 2021, the Chicago Police Department named Von as the offender who shot at K.I. And Von has referred to her many times in his songs, because in War With Us, he's...
And Von beat that case, ain't he? Ain't he beat that case? Is that the one he beat, or was it something else? I don't know. I don't remember. Nigga done been in jail too many times for me to remember. I don't know. That nigga got like 48 mugshots, bro.
Says, "Put a pretty op in the morgue.
Call a bitch drop dead gorgeous." But that's a bar. Put a pretty op bitch in the morgue, huh? Call that bitch drop dead gorgeous. Damn. But I remember that song. What was this? Man, hit your ass all in your neck, now your head on your chest. Look like Olympic gold medals. But do your homework on King Von, bro. He really that nigga used to be my favorite rapper, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga shit was so hard, boy.
Told K.I. and called her pretty since he wanted to get close to her so he could set her up. And she most likely knew this since she was never down to meet with King Von. And one of K.I.'s friends interviewed for a documentary about her and said that K.I. felt Von was doing that to try and set her up.
Really liked her, and he was like, "Well, she too pretty for that, and tell her to stop gang banging, you know."
He liked her as a girlfriend?
Yeah, he wanted to be her boyfriend. She just felt like he was trying to set her up and kill her.
He was,
That's
bro.
What she told me. She
Man, that nigga wasn't trying to fuck this. This nigga was trying to kill this. This nigga was trying to walk in that front door, get her ass comfortable, boom, lay her ass down, and walk out like nothing never happened. And they probably would have got away with it too, considering how much other shit he got away with. You know what I mean? This nigga crazy, boy. That nigga did not want no relation with that girl. That nigga wanted straight FaceTime, nigga. Straight FaceTime, nigga. You know what I mean? But hell no.
Kill me. He don't like me. What's the life?
And K.I. started her assassin career after wanting to get revenge for the death of her close friend, Tuka. This led her to shoot Odie Perry, a member of O Block. So it makes sense why she thought Von wanted to set her up. And in the same interview, Von spoke about his situation with K.I.
Be talking on the phone, like that's somebody, like say somebody you DM and talking to, and then one day they just gone. Now you like, damn, who the f I'm gonna talk to now?
Impressing with Sada, Baby Von said they caught that Brick and hit him in his. Brick is an FBG member who was gunned down back in 2017, along with Kobe Mack.
Boy, that song was crazy. King Von rapping his ass off on that song, boy.
On 63rd, St. Lawrence. Gunned down.
What'd he say?
Brick. And impressing with Sada, Baby Von said They caught that brick and hit him in his...
What'd he say? Yeah. Hold on, boy. I gotta rehear this again, boy. What'd he say though? Hold on. Oh yeah. He said, "I'm from the Wick." Wait, hold on. What did he say? I'm from the Wick. I know I'm shit. Bitch, get off my dick. I never miss. They think that I'm cheating. My gun got him glitch. I'm in a switch. I can shoot a brick and they still say I hit. I'm in a hit. They caught that nigga a brick and hit him in his. No disrespect. I'm just singing the song. You know what I'm saying? But boy, that's crazy. Boy, that nigga said they think that I'm cheating and my gun got a glitch. I mean a switch. I can shoot a brick and they still gonna say I hit because he shot. They said he killed FBG Brick. These niggas say I can shoot a brick and they still say I hit. I mean a brick. I mean a hit. They shot that nigga brick and hit him in his. You know, yeah, boy, that nigga did homework on King Von bars, boy. Nigga, this is something serious. I'm trying to tell you.
Brick is an FBG member who was gunned down back in 2017, along with Kobe Mack on 63rd St. Lawrence. The police found one of them with a wound to the head, lying in front of a house, and the second victim with wounds to the back and arm behind the house. Damn. They were both pronounced dead. FBG Brick was a brother to FBG Duck, another rapper King Von has humiliated multiple times. Because in a song named GTA, Von said he made a diss and now he a ghost, and it happened fast. And FBG Duck was a well-known Chicago drill rapper and one of Von's most known ops, because he and Von used to always send shots at each other. But not long after Duck dropped his song, Dead, dissing all of O Block's fallen ones, it made them want to get rid of him ASAP, since it was one of the most disrespectful songs ever. And a month later, while FBG Duck was shopping, two vehicles pulled up near him and started opening fire. Duck,
and they got him in the white folks side of Chicago too, boy. They got him in like the suburb area, the rich area of Chicago. You know what I mean? They wanted that boy gone. They did that shit broad daylight in the so-called safe side of Chicago, but they wanted that nigga out of there. They called God on his ass, boy. He came and got him, boy. That shit. Sad day, man. That shit crazy.
He had taken multiple shots and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. But Von hasn't only had beef with Chicago rappers, because he also had problems with YB. Because back in 2020, Von and Youngboy began beefing after a clip surfaced on the internet when Von was listening to Youngboy on Instagram saying how Youngboy caps in his rap.
Youngboy talking about on this song, bro.
What?
You talking crazy on this.
Oh, yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Oh!
On this now.
Then in another live, this
so he ain't even like that, man. That's right. Bro, and you know what's crazy, bro? I just feel like I can't help but think, cause you know he got out when the night King Von passed away, bro. That nigga was in the club. Quando Rondo was in the car. He went out there, opened the door, dragged that nigga out the car, started beating on his ass. But you know what I'm saying? King Von and YB probably would have never crossed ways, bro. You know, they probably never would have crossed ways, and I think King Von would still be alive if it wasn't for that. I think if King Von never decided to swing on Quando Rondo, he would still be alive to this day, dropping bangers. Actually, I don't know, nigga might be in jail, but I don't know. I sometimes I do be wishing that nigga ain't do that, cause boy, we could have had so much more King Von music, bro. So much more hard ass music, bro. But you know what I'm saying? You live by the gun, you die by the gun, nigga.
Youngboy in a playful manner.
YB a straight I catch him is that.
Ooh, I ain't see that one.
Youngboy never publicly responded.
He said what?
I catch him is that.
Another live, this Youngboy in a playful manner.
YB a straight I catch him is that.
You catch him as that.
Never publicly responded to Von, but many believe he was aware of the diss. And things
but I tell you one thing though, if these niggas would have bumped heads, boy, seen each other in person, and boy, that should have got ugly. I don't know what would have went down. Somebody was gonna get shot. One of them two niggas was gonna get shot. I don't know which one it was gonna be, but one of them niggas was gonna get packed up or at least hit. But that would have been a scary day, bro.
Between the two rappers were quiet for nearly 2 years, since both rappers were being monitored by police due to their lengthy criminal records. But in November of 2020, outside of a lounge in Atlanta, an altercation broke out between NBA affiliate Quando Rondo and King Von. leading to shots being fired and King Von's life being taken. And click this video on the screen right quick. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Man, that's all for that video though. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with the name, fuck with the video. Yeah, that's King Von, my disrespectful moment. But I'm finna get up out of here though. You know what I'm saying? Another video gonna drop before this one. Go run that up. If you're watching this before that one, stop watching this video. Go fuck with the other video, and then come back to this video and fuck with this video. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gone though. I'm see y'all niggas, boy. Love, cuz.